Hello everyone, welcome to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob and this is the fourth episode in my first Age of Wonders Advanced Strategy series. In the last episode I was bracing for an attack from the enemy up to the north here. That's a human rogue, by the way. I did complete a city quest by raising a watchtower in this area, got a free longbowman for it, and have since moved him up to join my main army here. And I'm working on completing another quest. There is a tower right here. If I take that out, I will get access to a free Union Guard from this city, and as soon as I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and vassalize the city. The pretty much bulk of my forces are right in this area, and I'm preparing to send them up north. I have a few down south here guarding my capital city. This city will have a builder done in one turn. This one, just kind of waiting on that for now, because unfortunately you can't purchase a city as a vassal and still do a quest for them. So I'll go ahead and keep moving my army this direction. I'm going to split them up just a little bit and try to get the elves that can travel through the forest more quickly bunched up with my king more. These two heroes can probably go on their own. Let's see here. I kind of want one Storm Sister off with them, as well as one archer. And this group can all bundle up with my king there. Okay. My king actually gives a resistance boost to units that are with it, so I'm going to put one more archer with them just to max out the amount of resistance those units are getting. And with the rest of them, I will go ahead and just attack. I think that's, yep, Temperate Fertile Plains. Oh, units tremble in fear before me. Okay. I don't know if this has happened to me yet this game or not. I don't remember for sure. Do I want mercy? Do I want to let them run? I'm more inclined to just fight them, get some experience for it. Even though they are Draconian Flamers, which can be kind of a pain. They're actually probably the worst units to try to dislodge from these ruins because you move slowly and their firebomb just clobbers your units if you bunch them up. However, my king has fire resistance, so maybe I can use him to lure them out. He's got that ring there, which gives him a 60% fire protection. And their weakest unit is over here anyway, so yeah, I bet I can get them to come to me pretty easily. My second army, I'll leave them. I'll go ahead and bring them up. I kind of want to keep my Frostling back a little bit because she's going to be pretty vulnerable to those flame attacks. Let's see what they do here. Alright, they're going to go for it, but they're not targeting my king, which I guess isn't surprising. This one will, but they won't do much. Okay. Fortunately, they've got a pretty good position on me. They're fairly well bunkered in here. I kind of want to... You know what? My king can take it because of that fire resistance. I'll go ahead and just kind of charge him up like this. I want to bring some units behind him to maybe launch a volley of arrows at whatever I'm about to attack. But they can't quite make it on this turn. Those old archers are very vulnerable. So I think what I want to do here is actually use the Storm Sisters to do most of the work. I need to stun one of these units. I'm hoping I can actually kill that flamer, but I don't know if I'll be able to. I'm going to try. Not quite. The initiates can not quite reach them either, so I'm going to rely on them to try to stun that unit there. Nope, no go on the stun. That's not good. Okay, this situation, I think I kind of want to see if my dwarf can cast a spell that would help, because that's not really going very well up there. Berserk is always nice. Lion's Courage. Berserk would be the ideal one, I think, Because if I cast Berserk on this, it's going to attack the closest unit to it with its melee attack before they can do anything, and so it's just going to run over there and smack that Draconian Flamer. It'll kill it. Okay, I got the 65% chance to work in my favor at least. These guys kind of want to phase them over here and just get in this unit's face. Okay, that was good. And can these elves do anything useful here? They finish that off. Doesn't look like it. They can just get an angle on it. Oh, there we go. They can take them out. I'm gonna move the Frostling forward, but not too far forward. I'm counting on them going after the closest unit to them. And I don't want to get in the way. Okay, I think that's good. Okay. Alright, so they'll take care of their own units for me. I want to heal now. So I'm gonna bring the longbowman over here, and I'll just heal him with my king. I should have more than enough units here to finish them off. The longbowman can just reach this. Go ahead and let the Frostling hero get a little experience and at least get them to turn around. And then my other longbowman right here should be able to finish the job. Unless I want a Storm Sister to do it. I don't think the Storm Sisters can reach though. No, they're all too slow. We'll just let them do it. There we go. I hate Draconian Flamers. That Firebomb is just really good for a tier 1 unit. Okay. I will continue. Ooh. Can I get anyone to go a little further? I think I can. Yes, that archer can move a bit further. I can put him here, as well as these two. Move this army like that. There we go. That's a pretty efficient division of everyone's movement points. And that's all I can do on this turn. I was thinking about it a little bit, and fighting against a rogue is... You really want to deal with them kind of quickly, because rogues, when they get access to their late game spells, can really mess you up. I learned the hard way in a recent game that I played with one of my friends that having a rogue just completely destroying your unit's morale, making them all really angry and start disbanding, that'll pretty much end your game. I mean, obviously if you have no units, you can't win. Alright, I'm gonna send this builder up, because I wanted to build a watchtower with it, but on its way I kind of want to build a road. And what I want to do, and what you want to do when you build a road, you see that little tooltip down there? It says domain owned by you, fertile plains, and the base move cost. That's going to change to 3 because I'm going to build a road on it. So now it says 3 instead of 4. However, what you don't always notice is that back in this city here... Oh wait, no, it did put a road there. Okay. I was thinking I'd have to actually move it back to put a road on this spot, but it did put one there, so... Never mind. So I can continue moving on up, and I just want to link these two cities so I can get units back and forth more quickly. Didn't quite go all the way there. There we go. And it's not really costing your builder any movement points to put down the road. It just costs you a little bit of gold, which I'm more than happy to pay right now. I can clear out that watchtower in this turn. Looks like that shouldn't be an issue at all. I'm going to send the cavalry up there. It's got a little bit more movement. These two can go with it. The king and the elves can go a little shorter distance, because I'm just going to want to hit this and run. And this should be a pretty easy battle. These usually aren't very difficult to take out. Just a bunch of goblins. Swarm Darters are at least going to run right at all my more powerful units. I'm going to back up a little bit, because I don't really want them to get 3 hits in on anything. Kind of want to maybe just take 1 and then counter-attack them really hard. I try to be careful with goblins just because elves are vulnerable to them, and I play as the elves a lot. Just go ahead and light them up with a crossbow, and yeah, easy. You know what, I'll give the experience to my hero instead. There we go. They might turn around and go after them instead. I'll pull my units up a little bit, just assuming that's what happens. There we go. I kind of want to get my armies together as soon as possible. Yep, they're going to go after the Unicorn Rider. Nope. Crosling. It's not a big deal. She's got Bestow Iron Heart. Just heal herself. Alright, these guys can... well, they can't quite flank, unfortunately. Actually, I think they can. Yes, that will be able to. So I can bring him down and shoot a crossbow at them from the side. That guarantees that I'll be able to kill them easily. And these guys, I can just light them up with Storm Sisters. I'll probably stun them. Yep. Who wants the experience? I have another Storm Sister that, yeah, she could use it. I'm thinking maybe she can melee attack them. We'll see. I'd rather her get a melee attack finish than not. Fortunately, she can't really get behind them, so what's she gonna do? No. Better to just shoot them or stun them. Nope, but she did still level up for that, so that's okay. In that case, I suppose I'll give the experience to my king. Always want to think about which units you're giving experience to. Of course, prioritizing Storm Sisters because they get the Inflict Stun ability at gold rank, which is awesome. Okay, and this helps fill in some more of the map for me. No sign of the enemy army. I'm assuming... well, actually, nope, that's not true. There they are. They have a hunter for some reason. They must have... I wonder how they got that. They're a rogue. They must have cleared out one of those springs of life. It's just a dwarf hunter, though, so I'm not too worried about that. There we go. Take that reward. Now I get a Union Guard, which is nice. I didn't have a pikeman. And now I can go ahead and bring the city into my empire. So the first thing that I want to do, especially with this city, is I'm going to want to grow the borders. Actually, I think it already has a storehouse. That's nice. Well, then the next thing I like to do is build a builder's hall, get that extra production going as soon as possible. There are a lot of production structures around this city, which will be nice. And it actually will grow next turn to get one more in its territory. So I should be able to build this up fairly quickly. And I definitely want that Vault of Knowledge very quickly. While I'm here, I may as well take out this trading post. Those usually have some nice items. Let's see if I can pull my units back down. I'll put the Union Guard with the dwarf, in part because the dwarf has an ability called Charge Command. So it gives all the units in my army charge. That would apply to my Union Guard too. Okay. My units are all just about out of movement points, so I'll send the Frostling in. Okay, just a bunch of dwarves. No big deal here. A couple crossbowmen, a boar rider, and a forge priest. kind of probably want to watch out for the boar rider primarily. I can use these houses to help guard me as cover when I move forward. Probably see if I can lure them into trying to attack me. This whole line there is kind of nice. There's only one way through, so I'm thinking I can take advantage of that. I don't think they'll do anything if I move up to here. Let's see. Okay, how much closer do I need to be to actually hit them? A bit closer than I can get from here, unfortunately. However, I'm thinking this unit could get them out of their hole. I'll back up once so I can shoot him 3 times on the next turn, and I'll go ahead and bring the boar down here, the dwarf, so he can join in on that. And the longbowman. In fact, I'm thinking I could just take them out. Okay, I'm gonna want where'd my Union Guard go? Did I forget to bring him up? I did. Kinda want him in the middle to keep that boar rider off of me. For now, I'll send my king over here, or my cavalry. So I don't have any tough unit, or I don't have a whole lot of very tough units. Okay, that looks like a decent formation. Alright, so they're going to go ahead and run out, come right after me, which is fine. Makes things easier for me, I think. Alright, these guys want to run around and hit those archers. I am not okay with that, so I have to pull them back. The Storm Sisters can just get out of their range. That's really pretty nice, because that'll allow them to light this crossbow, and it didn't quite kill it. Okay. I want to take out these guys. It's only a 30% stun versus a 45, so I'll take my chances with these guys. Okay. Alright, can move them up. Should take out the Forge Priest. Nah, came close though. Okay, so I can get a melee attack. Go ahead and use War Cry. I don't know if that gives me extra experience for using that or not. But she can finish them off. And I'll let the Initiate get... Oh, wait, no. No, I won't let the Initiate get this hit. I want the tougher unit there, because that's going to open up a path for these boar riders to come and hit that unit. I need it to be able to absorb that damage. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Okay. I can use my Storm Sister and get a little more experience for her. And she's got to be getting kind of close. Yeah, 90 out of 110. So I'm getting kind of close to having a second Storm Sister that can stun, which is really, really nice. Gonna want to do some healing here. So I'll bestow Ironheart there. And I will give him a nourishing meal. I can pull the other Storm Sisters over here. The Initiate... Oh, actually, I'll let the Initiate get that kill. Because if the Initiate levels up again, it'll turn into a Storm Sister. Silver Skullcap of the Moon. Spirit Protection, Defense, Resistance. Hellhound, that's kind of nice. It's a mount item. Fire Protection, Frost Weakness, Overwhelm, and Blight Protection. That sounds like something that'd be good for my dwarf to use, so... My hero did level up. The Theocrat's got a lot of good stuff, but for starters, I'm going to put some hit points into her. Also, probably some defense. 9 is kind of low. I'll bump that up to Yeah, I'll bump that up to 10. Okay, I want the dwarf to have one of these items. Probably both of them. Kind of trying to toughen him up a little bit, so defense is probably more useful for him, and having that mount would be nice too. Oh yeah, he looks cool. And it gives him Overwhelm. More damage against pikemen and shielded units. So this guy is really getting quite a bit stronger. That's going to be a good unit if I can keep him around. The rest of my units are all pretty much stuck where they're at. Yeah, I'll just leave them there. Unless I decide to go... You know what? I'm going to go southwest. Since the enemy seems to be holding their army up here, I think I have enough time to run southwest. I really want to clear that structure, that tomb, because my borders are going to be on that pretty quickly. And that gives a nice little mix of different benefits, different resources and stuff. So I guess I'll go after that crystal tree next. And I'll just kind of try to real quick run through this area and wipe as much stuff out as I can. Get as much movement out of everybody as I possibly can get. And I'm going to want to change the production of this city. I'm wondering how long it would take me to build a Union Guard. I need a war hall to be able to do that. This city's not doing so good on production. The war hall would be 175 production. I am just shy of what I need to build that in 2 turns. So I think I'm going to go ahead and build a Master's Guild in this city just because it could kind of use it. Have my other units defend and then move on. Oh, crap. I just noticed that. Okay, they're running off. Oh, that's the unit that was running down the river. It was by itself. However, I might need to consider how to deal with it. I don't think I'm going to want to send my whole army down there. That would leave this city a little too vulnerable for a couple of turns, and especially with that other unit running around in this area. Yeah, I don't want to take that chance. So I'm going to have to move some people back. I'm thinking in a tomb, you usually run into a lot of undead. So I'm going to want this Theocrat in that battle. So I'll go ahead and separate her out right now. Who else am I going to want? Oh, now I'm really wishing I had given her Sacred Arms. Maybe I can get her some good experience from leveling up here, or fight something else, because I'd really like to be able to give my army Sacred Arms. Since it's not going to be defensive necessarily, I'd rather have the cavalry with her as more of an offensive unit. Storm Sisters, always a good choice against the undead. And I might just send both. Archers, not so much, so I'll probably keep the archers back to defend that city, along with my king. Union Guard have an electrical attack. They have a little bit of electricity on their pike, so that helps with the undead sometimes. And then I guess I could just send the Dwarf Warlord too. So my king will stay back with a few range units, and I will build a wall on that city as quickly as I can, so that they can kind of hold their ground. And I'll send the dwarf with them. So that's a pretty powerful army headed down that way. I want to break the dwarf off, and we'll go ahead and take out that crystal tree. Alright, Phantasm Warriors, Draconian Apprentice, and Halfling Apprentice. So we're looking at Frost, Fire, and Shock, and then primarily Fire. I don't have any particular weaknesses to any of those, so I don't think it really matters. Now, what would really be awesome is if I could get both the Storm Sister and the Frostling leveled up in this battle. I don't know that there's enough experience to go around to do that, but I'm going to try. They're going to need to do some real heavy lifting. Kind of set up over here and see what they do. It's fire bolts. They also have fire bomb, so they'll probably use that as their first attack. I'll move up just a little bit more, and I want to try to get a couple hits. Whoops. I want to try to get a couple hits on these things before they hit me. They might go ahead and attack me on this turn. Leave the pikeman over here. Okay. So I'm going to try this. These Phantasm Warriors can't really reach me, so maybe I can get lucky and stun them. I did. Awesome. Well, that helps a lot. Now that they're stunned, well, I'm still not going to charge them, but I will do more damage with flank attacks. Thinking maybe, just maybe I can kill them. If nothing else, they won't be able to retaliate against me. Okay. Can hit him with a couple spirit bolts. And the dwarf might actually just be able to kill them. Plus, he could take a hit from those phantom warriors and be fine. It's 8 to 12, maybe 15 to 23, yes. So I can go ahead and take them out. What? Oh, I did min damage, 15. Oh well. Move this unit here to kind of guard their flank. And just get them kind of moved up a little further. We'll see what they do. At least that unit won't be able to retaliate or really do anything. It's just annoying because I'm going to have to waste time, or waste an attack from another unit to kill it. Okay. I will let this Storm Sister be the one to take that out. I want her to be hitting that with Holy Magic because that does a lot more damage than any of my other magic would to it, or any of my other attacks, because they have physical protection and shock protection, so these are a nice counter to a lot of the elves' early units. I'm thinking that won't quite kill it. So what I'll do is I'll move them up, finish it off, and then these guys can just charge me. There we go. That should all work really well. Couple useless fire spells, not really going to do anything. She is probably not going to level up this battle. It's going to be really close, though. You know what? If I can draw it out for another turn, I bet she could. And the Storm Sisters have got to be close, too. Okay, you know what? I think I can do this. Give the Storm Sisters some experience here. Okay, they got their level up, so they can now inflict stun. I'm going to use her to heal this unit for now, which bumped her up to 140. She kind of needs a kill. If I'm really lucky... Oh no, I can't stun that unit. That's just not even something that I can do at all. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and let them live for now. We'll see what they do. Okay, they're just going to go very fire a few times. Okay. I'm thinking I'm just going to outright charge them. They got lucky. Alright. Well, they got a minor amount of experience from that. I would like to see if I could stun them. Maybe he has a spell that would be useful? No, not really. Maybe, just maybe, I can stun them. I'm going to intentionally shoot it through that other unit so it doesn't do much damage, but the stun chance is always the same, and I did stun them. So if you notice, when you shoot through a unit, although you get the line of sight penalty, the stun chance doesn't get diminished. It would have been 35% regardless of where I was shooting them from. That's why stun works very well when sieging cities, because you can fire it over walls and still stun units fairly reliably most of the time. Now that they're here, I'm going to move them up and try to stun them again. Maybe? No? Okay. I think I'm just going to attack. This should do it. Yep, just got a level. So that's awesome, because now I can give all my units Sacred Arms and it'll make taking out that tomb that much easier. I got a shield, and I'm not sure. I think my dwarf, yeah, he's got one already. That's plus defense and then plus 2 against non-flanking attacks. Okay, that doesn't really do him any good, but it would help her. She doesn't have a shield yet. Come on. There we go. Alright, Sacred Arms. Only one problem. I'm hoping it's still making the dwarf the army leader, and if anyone knows how to manually select your army leader, that would be awesome, but I'm pretty sure it gives it to whoever has more experience, and I really want her to be the army leader. So depending on what I find in this dungeon, maybe it's whoever's on the tile first. I'll try that. That might work. Okay, so I'm going to give her Sacred Arms, because it's something I'm going to want her to have eventually anyway. And then probably a little more range strength. I really want her to use that Spirit Bolts effectively. So I'm going to move her here, and then move the dwarf on her. Okay, that did work. So it's whoever was on the space first. The rest can move down. Alright, they're looking pretty good. And I just kind of want my king to come over here and sit in this city with a few units, because I don't know where that other person ran off to. I can run out a little bit and see if maybe I can... Oh, hey, they're right there, actually. That's not far away at all. If only I had a little more movement, or a hasteberry bush here or something, I could run out there and attack her, but it's not going to happen. As long as my units are within one space of that city, they'll be able to defend it, so I'm going to leave them standing right there. I can keep an eye on that unit. Edoras off as a tribute. I almost always take gold, but in this case mana sounds nice. I think I'm going to stick with gold, though, because I'm going to be doing some upgrades to these cities, and I'm kind of really getting into the building aspect of this, and upgrading and making structures and stuff. One problem here. With that unit standing right there, I don't want to move my own unit up very far. So she can make it there on the next turn, but can't quite make it there. So I can move one road. Make one road here. And then I'm going to stop. That way she doesn't come running down. I can't wait to get a tower up by that mountain range. Didn't get the spell I was hoping for, which is that Ancestral Knowledge one. So I kind of have to research another Druid Empire upgrade. And I think it's going to be Longstrider. Be whichever one is the cheapest. And I'm pretty sure that's the cheapest one, or the one I can get quickest. Which isn't a bad one to have. It gives... that ability or Empire upgrade gives Archer and Support units plus 8 movement, and I have a lot of Archer and Support units, and I'll be using them very, very often throughout this game. So she's going to run off, which is good, gives me some breathing room. I had hoped she would kind of stick around, and then I could maybe have jumped out there and killed her, but not a big deal. There's not really much she can do. Oh, the city's got bandits down by it. The bandits won't attack a city that's a vassal, but they will attack a city that belongs to you. So, I'm thinking if she ran off that direction, she's probably not coming back. I'm probably safe to run out here and take out those bandits. I'll think about that. First thing I want to do is move this unit up a little more and continue building that road. Make Make sure I build it where I want it to go. Just like that. Got a little movement left. There we go. And I can finish the road to that city on the next turn. These guys, okay, good. They're all at full health. That Bestow Iron Heart worked the way I wanted it to. And we can go ahead and clear out this ruin. Very likely victory. Deathbringers, archers, some lost souls. Yeah, nothing that's going to concern me at all. This will be an easy battle, especially with the extra spirit damage on top of everything else from Sacred Arms. Still, though, you want to be mindful of how you approach things, so I will probably slide right like I often do, just to try to get an advantage. I will put the Union Guard in front. I like having the pikemen in front. First strike is awesome. Helps you be defensive while you're attacking. I'll have this unit sit in the middle here and keep the Storm Sisters kind of in the back. As a matter of fact, I want this Storm Sister behind the Union Guard. We can move up a bit further, might be able to get those Lost Souls to attack him. I want this unit out here because he needs to be able to run around and hit stuff really hard. That's kind of what it does. There we go. That should work pretty well. Alright, archers will come this way. Okay, they used their phase ability. And got themselves into a really annoying spot because I forgot that you can't flank them. However, I guess it doesn't really matter. I could just war cry and beat the crap out of them with this orc, or with this dwarf. There we go. That's a pretty easy solution, just hit it really hard. No line of sight there. I'm gonna try to stun those Archon archers. There we go. That Hellhound is being a problem, a little pest. I would prefer to use the Spirit Dam magic on something else. So here's what I'm going to do. Just get that Hellhound off of me. Don't want to charge out with that unit just yet. Who else has movement left? Well, I don't want to charge out and go after that unit because they could turn me around and hit me in the back, and then they could turn me around and shoot me in the back, and that wouldn't be a very good combination. Just I would get flanked a couple times. So instead, I'm going to probably stay in between them and the archers. And this unit, I'm going to have defend there. We'll just see what they do. I don't think anyone's in danger of losing their life. Okay, they're just going to shoot the... okay, they're just going to shoot the Unicorn, which is the one unit I had on defense. Alright, no big deal. I'll keep moving forward a little bit with these guys. Should be able to stun them again. Alright, cool. Dwarf can hit them pretty hard if it charges them. Storm Sisters can probably stun them. Yep. Let the dwarf hit them. her heal the Unicorn Rider. Unicorn Rider can probably take out the Lost Soul, but I'll flank them anyway. Okay. And then Unicorn Rider can come up here and finish them off. Perfect. Okay, King Griffin Egg. Ooh, that sounds really good. That might be something I end up giving to my leader, depending on what hatches out of the egg he's carrying. This hero levels up again. He is the army leader again for some reason. Not sure how that works. That's confusing. Anyway, I need to probably pick something that would be good for him to lead an army, since the game seems to want to prioritize him as the leader. Oh, duh. He's a higher level now, that's why. Probably, I don't know, Field Medic would be nice just because I'm having issues with that, and he doesn't have any healing items. So I think I'm going to actually give him Field Medic. Yeah, that would be good. Alright, and that's really all I need them to do. Kind of want them to head back now. I'm going to go after that Beholder and get that Vault of Knowledge cleared off so that I can make really good archers. And you know what? I can actually get all my movement back for getting to that. I should be able to get there next turn. Just cut right over the mountains there. I want to bump up his resistance a little bit. He's still vulnerable to a magic, which is a problem that a lot of warlords have. And look who's heading my way. Those Lost Souls are gonna... well, they're gonna have issues if they try to attack this city. I'll bet you almost anything they will. They kind of tend to just mindlessly go after whatever they see. I want to... oh yeah, I was thinking about moving them down to deal with those bandits. And I should be able to. I'm gonna head that way at least. I'll end my turn in a forest tile just because if anything comes down this way, there's a chance that it'll have more trouble moving onto that forest than hitting me if I was in the open ground. Plus, it'll make my units happier because they're all elves. And can end that turn. So he's not getting aggressive. Not yet, anyway. Or I should say she is not getting aggressive. Alright, Builder's Hall done in here. Next thing I want to do is start preparing it to build archers. So, actually I do want to build defense. I want a wooden wall there. If that city gets attacked, I'm going to need it. Okay, these units can go here and get all of their movement back. Very nice. Again, I ran into this situation before. Elves should shortcut through the forest. And mounted non-elf units should go around it. Those beholders can be kind of a tough issue to deal with, but I think I'll be okay. This army's pretty strong. Do I want to give them mercy? And I'm going to say no. Experience is always good at this point of the game. Okay, I gotta be careful. I forgot they do get static electricity. So if anything hits me, there's a chance I get stunned. Although I think these wisps might have that ability anyway. Alright, move these units around. Storm Sisters will be pretty much useless against... oh man, I should have brought my king to this battle. I didn't think about that. Oh man, I do want to bring my king here. I want that baby shock serpent. I could befriend it and then level it up. I'm actually going to retreat my army for that reason. I'll come back later, but I want that on my team, because if you level that up and get it into a tier 4 king shock serpent, those things are amazing. So I'll be patient. really think about that. Should have probably paid more careful attention to what units I was bringing to battle. Yeah, that's going to give me a little bit of a morale penalty for a few turns, but if I get a King Shock Serpent out of the deal, more than happy to deal with that. And they're all pretty much out of movement anyway, so... Actually, they might... Nah, they weren't, but now they are. Oh well. I'll finish building that road. And now I'm going to want that builder to build a tower. I'm really hoping that the... Yeah, I'm just going to take a chance on this one. This looks like as good a spot as any. Okay. These guys... I was hoping the bandits would run this way. This makes them pretty easy kills. Alright. And they're gonna pretty much just charge me, which is gonna make this really easy. Unless they're gonna get lucky all the time. Okay. See if they can do it again. Nope. There we go. And he's not gonna be able to do much of anything. Beat my archers up a little bit. Doesn't matter because I can just heal them and respond with a few arrows to the face. And then let them get the finishing blow. Alright. So they're that much closer to becoming Storm Sisters. Of course, I want to move this army back, in part to defend my city, and in part because I want to get into that... ruin and get that snake. That's going to be really nice if I can get that. Okay, I'll bunch them all up together for the moment. Since my king is going to be in that battle, and there's a lot of electrical units, I don't really need the Storm Sisters. I think I want to bring one... I'm going to get rid of the Storm Sister and the Union Guard. Probably switch my king and an archer in there for them. Capital City needs something else to do. That was the Masters Guild. Okay. So I want to start preparing this to make some Union Guards, which is going to require a War Hall. The reason being, because of that ancient ruins there, I can make unit guards that do spirit damage, and that would be nice. They're going to defend. I wonder where those Lost Souls ran off to. They must have gone back. I'll leave them on defense. Go ahead and end that turn. Oh wait, Edoras can discuss join offer. Okay, well I have to think about this a little bit, because while that would be great, they had that other unit running around here, and, well, my armies are close enough. I can get units over there to kind of help guard it. I really need a tower over there, but I can do that with my builder. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that, so that this city starts growing a little faster. But I am going to want to get a few units down there to deal with the bandit camp and any other potential small threats. First thing that I want to do is get that... In this case, I think I'm going to get that builder's hall going. More production, the better. Oh, you know what? I can't even afford to pay for anything on this turn. I'll just do merchandise. Alright. And we're coming up on, well over 45 minutes here, so once this cycles through the next turn, I will go ahead and wrap this up for this episode. Altogether, this was a really good one. I got a nice... now my tower's in a good position, so I got a really good field of view around the city here. I'm going to be able to see almost anything coming from this direction. I do want to keep... Oh no, I left an item over here. Oh, nuts. Well, my dwarf can run back over there and get it. He's got mountaineering, so no big deal. I'll just have to remember to do that at the beginning of the next episode. I am a little vulnerable from this direction, but I'm thinking the enemy is probably way further out here, so I might have some breathing room. But I would like to get another tower built somewhere out here where I can kind of see, maybe in between these mountains, so I can kind of see what's coming. So yeah, I'm growing pretty quickly here, and we'll probably... I'm thinking I'll be fighting the computer soon. Hopefully we'll see what they do. I actually wouldn't mind picking a fight with them right now because I feel like I'm strong enough, I'm ready for it. But anyway, that'll wrap things up for this episode. So as always, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.